So we've just landed at Half Moon Island in the South Shetlands group. It's a good old Antarctic day. One of the main attractions here at Half Moon Island is the breeding colony of chinstrap penguins. Here you can see a typical chinstrap penguin colony. It's not a very big one, and it's at the moment it's quite far advanced in terms of its breeding stage. Most of the birds that you see up there are chicks that have lost almost all of their down. Some of the chicks are more advanced than others and probably about 45 days old and perhaps have another couple of weeks to go before they become independent. Most of the adults are out at sea fishing for their young and returning to feed their young to get them fat and ready to become independent, which for some of these chicks might happen in the next 2 weeks.
Welcome to Nature's Art Gallery. We are currently paddling in Hope Bay, Esperanza Base. We've got beautiful ice sculptures. We've got Adelie penguins in the water and on ice, some of them molting. These kayaks allow us to be completely immersed in this beautiful environment. Gets us down low and on the same level as the wildlife and the ice that we are seeing.
Welcome to Sierra Cove in the Antarctic Peninsula. This is a favorite spot for Zodiac cruising and taking our guests out to experience what Antarctica is about. As you can see, we are absolutely surrounded by ice. Glaciers pouring down the peninsula through the valleys into the water. It is very hard to see any exposed rocks, and these glaciers will calve into the ocean, forming huge icebergs, and then thousands of bits of ice which we call brush ice. It is a wonderful experience to just move slowly with the Zodiacs that allow us to get very close to the glaciers, as close as safety allows. Learn about the landforms, how the ice behaves, what it does. We've seen today leopard seals, Weddell seals, we've seen minke whales, of course penguins, and it's one of the best ways to experience Antarctica.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gabriel González Videla. This station started to build in the 50s and the Navy right here in the 94 because now we have a radio maritime station in this area. So I'm Danilo, I'm the second commander of this base, so please enjoy and welcome.
This is a historic site dating back to 1920-21 when two young men came down here as part of had been going to be part of a much larger expedition called the Imperial Antarctic Expedition under the leadership of a chap called Cope. The original idea was to cross the peninsula from the Weddell Sea across to here, and he couldn't get all the funds together, and eventually it all kind of fell apart. So the two of the young lads that were going to be part of it came down here separately, and they hitched a ride from Deception Island down here on a whaling ship, and they got the ship to drop them off here, and they lived on a 30-foot abandoned water boat just over here, and they did the first meaningful penguin study of the whole life cycle of the penguins in 12 months, and they lived the entire winter on this spot before they were picked up in January 1922. An incredible story, especially when you realize that these two men were only 19 and 21, Bagshaw and Lester.
Welcome to Nico Harbor. This is actually one of my favorite spots in Antarctica. We have the active glacier carving all the time. We also have good reflections in the water. It's super flat. We also have some Gentoo penguins, and late in the season the chicks are pretty big and chasing their parents after food. It's very funny to watch. And here in Nico we have the opportunity to stretch our legs and make a little bit of a hike. Come to this excellent viewpoint up here where there's a great view from the whole bay in Nico.
Hi everyone, our time together is drawing to a close, but we've had a wonderful time in Antarctica and South America. From our sunset at the A57A, the whales in Wilhelmina Bay, and our beautiful Zodiac cruise at Hope Bay and Sierra Cove, the whales gliding underneath the kayaks, it's been an absolutely unforgettable voyage. By the time you depart, we do truly hope that you've fallen in love with Antarctica as much as we have, and you have a safe journey home.